How do I control my breathing? Well, once you learn how to breathe with like regards to singing, it really is like a meditation. You know, once you stretch out your rib cage and you really like get in touch with yourself, like breathing wise, you can turn those nerves into power. So let me talk a bit about nerves. So I have people come up to me all the time and go, you never seem nervous. Like, how do you deal with nerves? I'm like, first of all, I'm always nervous. Like, if I'm not nervous, then something isn't right. I'm not connected to like the performance or the show or myself or the energy of something. Nerves are great. So when everyone says, don't be nervous, don't be nervous, don't be nervous, it's like when you cry and people go, oh, don't cry. Feel how you feel. Don't push it away, because the more you suffocate it, the more it's there, but it's not on your side. So when you're nervous, say it out loud. I'm nervous. Because there's a very, very thin line between nerves and adrenaline. And adrenaline is incredible. And it's about you knowing that you have the power to turn it into adrenaline. And once you understand that process, nerves become your best friend. And actually, when you're not nervous, you'll actually miss them once you realize how powerful they are. And, you know, there's a very thin line between anxiety and excitement. And it's all about understanding your own mind and what triggers you. So if you find yourself nervous before a performance or an exam or anything, whatever you might be nervous about, look at what you did before. And maybe people or things or food, anything that might have triggered, you know, your energy to go up the wrong way or go down the wrong way. And just take a second by yourself before you go on stage. You know, I always have to have like, it's got less over the years, but like I have to have at least like a minute or two to myself to be like, everyone here wants you to win. Like, this is what you do. Don't overthink it. Enjoy yourself. And know that you're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. And give them a fucking show. And just allow the nerves to become your superpower. Like, that's the only way, honestly, that I know that people kind of can look at me and go, look at all the things that you've done. And like, every time I do something, it's as if I've done it again. Like, I've done it for the first time. I'm waffling. I'm so bad with this stuff. I'm really not. I'm never going to be a vlogger. Vlogger, is that what it's called? But it's like, if you're nervous, it means that you care. So I'm trying to read this. Do you have any advice to not getting tight in the throat while singing? That is all nerves. It's all that you're suppressing the nerves. The more that you tap into your nerves and make them your friend, they will be on your side. A good friend of mine called Ali Tennant, who gave me singing lessons when I first ever started bringing out music, gave me a really good warm-up, which is this. If you do that, if anyone's watching that's doing it right now, be careful, because you might get cramp in your tongue if you've not done it before. So go 10 times around one way and 10 times around the other. It opens up your esophagus, and it basically lubricates your mouth. So if you've got dry mouth before a performance, if you've ever seen me, I've spoken about this before, but if you've ever seen me on a live TV show or something, sometimes the camera will pan to me before I've like on The Voice or like a TV show, and I'll be doing that because it keeps my mouth loose and open and warm. So that's really good for nerves. If you get dry mouth and your voice your throat can feel like it's closing up. I see so many questions. How can you sing so well in the morning? Honestly, I'm so disciplined with my diet and what I eat and what I drink and the temperature of my house, and I only drink warm water, and I don't drink it from a plastic bottle. I only drink from glass bottles. So I'm any kind of dairy will sit on your throat overnight and stick to your throat, which is why you feel a bit like this when you've had dairy, and why it takes about 6 hours to digest through your body, and why you shouldn't have dairy when you sing. I mean, I don't believe you should have dairy at all. I don't think it's good for the body, but that definitely doesn't help A good steam shower will always help in the morning if you have to sing early, and just humming is the best way to warm up. Why warm water? Well, if you pour cold water on your body, what does your body do? It shrinks. It like retracts. It makes you go tight. That's what happens when you drink cold water. Your throat muscles tighten up, which is why you always hear singers asking for room temperature water. That's as clear as it is. And sometimes I will drink warm water, but all room temp is pretty much all I drink. So if you're a singer, please don't drink cold water. I'm trying to scroll up for these more questions. How do you pull through performing My Heart Will Go On to sing a random person doesn't know how you felt that day and think it's an epic performance? I cannot even begin to tell you. So for any of you that don't know, I have a heart disease, and ever since I was a kid I've been in and out of hospital, and I basically had a turn when I was in China doing a TV show called The Singer 2 years ago, and I had to pull out of the competition for 1 week, and I came back and sang My Heart Will Go On. And I basically I flew back to the UK to see my doctors and then flew back to China. And my doctors didn't want me to go. But I didn't want to miss it. And I sang My Heart Will Go On because it was a fitting song. And I literally thought I was going to pass out the whole song. Like, every time I hit a high note, I was shaking. Like, when I came off stage, I was like, once I'd got into my dressing room and I was off camera, I literally was like, I don't know how I did it. My heart was doing its own damn solo. But again, I didn't allow the nerves to become negative. I allowed them to become adrenaline, which, you know, I use as power. Please sing Ain't No Mountain High. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby. Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. I love those shows. How do you go from high to low quickly? Practice. I mean, it's not easy. You have to find your own way there too. Like, mimicking people doesn't really ever help you find your own voice. How do you get your voice back when you're lost it and you're sick? Well, I mean, sometimes you can't. You just have to rest. But oregano oil, like 4 drips in a bottle of water like this, and shake it up and sip it. Don't back it because it's going to make you feel sick. Oregano is an amazing natural antiseptic, so it clears out any gross things. Gargling with pink Himalayan salt in warm water. Don't burn your throat, but gargle it and spit it out. You can do that in a neti pot as well that you put up your nose and it'll clear out your sinuses. What else can you do? You can gargle with baking powder with some warm water. That's really good. This is all natural stuff. I don't do medication unless I'm literally at like a point where it's just there is no other choice. In Sao Paulo, I was so sick. I don't know how I got through those shows. Like, Dave, my angel, was just watching over me and giving me strength, because I was in tears, in glam, like going, how am I going to do this? And I don't know my voice. Again, adrenaline. If you allow adrenaline to become your friend, it can either open you up or it can shut you down. Good morning, people. Have you any tips for learning belt? Belting is fear, get rid of fear, breathing, and just, practice. It really is just that. I mean, I've always had a strong belt. Oh, my eye just flipped inside out. I don't have vibration. How do I get that? Vibration. I think you mean vibrato. So, I don't know if you can teach vibrato, honestly. I think you either kind of have one or you don't. I mean, maybe you can. I've always had a strong vibrato, so I'm not quite sure. But if you don't have a, like, vibrato, it's just, ah, 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 ah. I had to actually teach myself how to not have vibrato. So, yeah. I'm trying to read some more questions. Please sing price tag. No, I don't want to sing price tag. I'll sing it another 700 times over the summer. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. Oh, thank you. You're gorgeous too. You're sending love from LA. I'm in LA. I live here and I live in London, but I'm here right now. I message you. I've seen you. I'll message you. Please sing Burning Up. When you sing in a duet with Mariah, oh, I'd love to. Morning, plant-based news. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Any other singers? Any other musicians? Anyone have any, what's your highest note? I don't know, you know. I feel like I can sing higher when I'm nervous, so every time I try and kind of like find out my range, like if I'm just in a piano situation with someone, piano, and I try and work it out, I can always sing higher when I'm on stage. What do I enjoy the most about writing? Getting out of my head. Whatever that is. Just being able to be free and not have any judgment on my feelings. It's always just been my way of letting out my thoughts. It's my diary. My favourite song to sing changes. Depends what mood I'm in. Hi, Butterbean. My little boy is autistic and really loves music. I need glasses, guys. He loves playing the piano and loves the songs. Oh, tell him I said hi. Learning guitar and trying to sing along, you gave me motivation to practice. Good. That's what we have to do. We have to inspire each other to work harder. You know, inspiration these days has been very tainted with success as opposed to hard work to get the success. Nothing comes without dedication. Do you enjoy singing? I love singing. What does your warm-up look like? You know what? I actually build my shows now so that I kind of warm up while I'm starting the show. But I often hum, I talk, because talking actually is just a warm up in itself. And any singers, please avoid chewing gum. I know that I'm kind of giving a lot of people maybe some bad news, but your jaw is the most overworked thing on your body. It's constantly moving, talking, eating, chewing. So when you're chewing gum, you're basically just causing trauma to the jaw. So have a mint. Thank you to everyone saying that they enjoy my music or they are a fan or they support me. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I really do. I'm just at home. I'm going to go to bed soon. The only thing that gets me to sleep is to sing a reflection. Oh, Emma. I'll have to come over and sing it live. Give him a live performance while he's falling asleep. What time is it over there? It's 2 minutes past midnight. But I really just want to do these things so I just want to like normalize celebrity shit, I guess. Yeah, I used to be way more open and more opinionated and over the years, you know, I guess that just the way that social media has played such a huge part on people's judgment and opinion of somebody, it can be so powerful. And I guess I know that these are the best ways for you guys to really see me, because this is just me at home, like, laying on my couch and just practicing my songs, you know. And I just want to connect. I love talking music. I love talking about technique, and all my friends, like, that are singers, you know, they always come to me, like, when they're on tour and they're sick or whatever, they'll call me and message me and ask me stuff, and I just love it. Like, I love to, like, help people and share my knowledge and experience, and honestly, for anyone else to tell me anything, you know, I'm always an open book. There's nothing that I can't. Knowledge is power, so I'm always open to learning. No, I don't play piano, and I really should learn. I just have zero patience, man. Zero patience. So, anyone have any other questions? So I'm going to go to bed. Will you ever perform in Turkey again? I hope so. Good morning from Cyprus. Cyprus. I love Cyprus. Why is your screen speckly? Because I put it on a app thing, like a thing. I'm actually having a really bad skin breakout right now. I've had it for about 3 months. It's just a hormone thing. And so, yeah. Hi, Shane. I need to come see you for inspirational talks and for you to make my face look nice. Okay. Well, I hope that some of you, or anyone, 1 person, 2 people, 100 people, were inspired or learnt something that can help you in your journey. I really love what I do, and I really appreciate your continued support and kindness. Yeah. Fame is nothing more, nothing less than just more people watch me do what I do. That's it. That's the only difference. You know, the amount of hard work and, you know, dedication that goes into being a singer is the same thing for everybody. So, I appreciate you guys so much. My house is really quiet and it's raining. I love that it's raining. Your song Thunder is hard to sing. It is. Okay, I'm going to bed. Lots of love. Be kind to yourselves.